for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Obviously, it's every team's plan to run the ball each and every game, but today he challenged his offensive line to help his running back get the record. They know that he's been so productive in his career, and today he has an opportunity to get the rushing touchdown record. So in the red zone, I will be shocked if they don't get this guy the ball. They all want him to receive the rock because he has meant so much to this team and to this program. Expect that to be a big focal point of the running game today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Pryor. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snap to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Almost picked off. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Drops back on 1st down. Rush right in his face. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Right side, it's Brown. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Driving forward, it's Durham. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's going. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hard running there. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down to the air. The sure hands, it's Mays. Looking for room at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And the Gators will go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. Snaps on fourth down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. looking downfield. It's Levitt. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Bring him down.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Gets the back moving from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Quarterback changing the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Just feeds the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Reels it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Staying in that aggressive mindset on 4th down, they'll try to convert for the 3rd time. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1950. He's loose on the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the return, it's Lloyd. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Pryor. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Rush is on. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and O's.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Lloyd. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Unloads it left. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game.
Looking to take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Pryor. Turning it on! Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Illini looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He now has 84 yards rushing in this win, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. He's past the sticks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. LSU quick to the line. Handoff, Caden Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Quick give. It's Durham. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
We'll send the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators are rolling down the field. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Left side is Pryor. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds. So it's down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open, pass protect.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Right side, it's Green. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From deep, it's Lloyd. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, in that 4th down play, you're just trying to move the chains, right? You're just trying to get enough to get the first down. Instead, that running play turns into a home run. There was a missed tackle. He got into the open space, and he takes it all the way.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's right. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking a...
Got a lot of room to the right. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Here we go, ready. Go, go.
On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back has it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down.
Spider over. Fellas. Hydro. Go.
Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion.
Makes the grab and room to run. Quick step and go. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. In the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Montgomery. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
A lot of coaches will tell you they've got a play chart that they're going to get certain guys the ball in certain situations. Nice job getting a guy with speed around the edge on a reverse. He's got some space out wide. Nice job exploding, getting to the open field, and most importantly, getting the first down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Jones wants to throw it. Not just a first down, he wants a touchdown. Caught! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Out wide left, it's Harris. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Ready? Booster, booster.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Jones to throw. Fires left. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Look out! And he never had a chance. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Sweep. Let it go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing.
He'll take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To the air. It's Clevin. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on third down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.